Hey, what's up guys, I'm back with another video, and today I'm talking about why the NBA should be scared of the Portland Trailblazers. Now what I mean by this is that, obviously if you're not new around here and you're a returning person, then obviously you know that I make a video for like this every team. But if you are new around this channel and don't know what I'm doing, this is a video I make on every single team before the season actually starts, giving the reasons how they could be good or how they could be good in the future and stuff like that. So this is not really a video saying Portland's going to be the best team in the league this year. They're going to have a comeback season or something, a bounce back season. They're going to be unbelievably good. No, this is just a video I make on all the teams, and I give 3 reasons or 4 reasons why I think they could be good, and like why I think they could end up being pretty good next season. So that's pretty much all this is. Just want to get that out of the way before any of y'all get the wrong idea about what I'm saying in this video. So without further ado, without me rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so the first thing I'm getting to is the backcourt. Now what I mean by this is that they have probably one of the top 4 backcourts in the entire NBA. As right now they have CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard, and they can both get you tons of points. They can score the ball very good. Damian Lillard, had an unbelievable stretch at the end of the year where people were calling him an MVP candidate. CJ McCollum, another underrated player in my opinion, can shoot the 3-ball very well, can score a lot. So both of them very efficient scorers, as you can see, as they both averaged over 21 points per game, 4 assists per game, and 4 rebounds per game last year. So and for a while, like I said, Damian Lillard was probably a top 5 point guard on that end of the season stretch where he was just playing unbelievable. He was on fire. Every game he was just on fire, couldn't miss. He went through this stretch of being probably a Steph Curry talent at the time. It was only for 20 games probably, but he probably had his best year he's ever had. And CJ McCollum, another very good player. When either one of them ever get hot, they are unstoppable, and they probably will not miss for a very long time, and it's going to be a rough night for you. And then also, even off their bench, they were able to add some people like Seth Curry and Nick Stauskas to bolster their backcourt a little bit more, so that's always going to be a plus for them as well. But now my second reason for this video is going to be their depth. Now what I mean by their depth is, I say this for a lot of the teams in this series, but I think they're exponentially have very, very good depth. As like I said earlier, they added both Seth Curry and Nick Stauskas, who are both good scorers and good shooters, but they also have small forward Evan Turner. He's a good defender, and last year was a rookie Zach Collins. He was a lottery pick, has a lot of potential, and had a decent rookie year for them. So overall their bench is pretty well rounded, and definitely a usable bench. It's not OKC Thunder bad. It's probably a bit above average. I like their bench a lot, and it's definitely a bench you could probably make it a deep playoff run with, in my opinion, because when you look at some of the teams that make deep playoff runs, their benches are horrible. Obviously look at the Cavs. The Pelicans didn't have a very good bench, and they made it to the second round. So it's really their depth is going to be a big part of their success if they do have any this year, which I think they probably will make it to the first or second round of the playoffs this year. I definitely think they're going to be a playoff contender first year. I definitely think they were going to make the playoffs. But now my third reason is going to be their 3-point shooting. And now this team is actually one of the better 3-point shooting teams in the league, as they're ranked top 10 in 3-point shooting percentage, and also being a ranked top 10 in 3-point attempts. So it's not like they just don't take a lot of attempts. They take the top 10 of the league in the most attempts per game, and are ranked, I think, 9th in a percentage. So that's very good to see that they can still shoot a high volume with threes and still make a lot of them. So that's really, really nice to see. And like I said earlier, when Damian and CJ McCollum, when they get hot, they're unguardable. It doesn't matter. They don't see your hand in your face. They don't miss. It's crazy how hot they can get. And when they get hot, like I said, it's going to be a very, very rough day for you. So let's just recap what I said. So my first reason was their backcourt. I think that's going to be a very huge reason. It's pretty much what they built their team around, is CJ and Damian Lillard, as they're both pretty much 2 all-star level players. I would consider Damian Lillard a superstar, and I could consider CJ borderline superstar, borderline not. But I think Damian Lillard is definitely a top 5 point guard in this league, which does give him what I think should be a superstar status. I do think he should get that. And CJ McCollum should be a perennial all-star in my opinion. I really just think he's that good to where he could be an all-star. They both can get you points. They both average over 20 points per game. They can do a lot together. They work very good. They have tons of chemistry together. That's another thing. Their chemistry of the big 3 between CJ, Damian Lillard, and Yusuf Nurkic. They think they're going on their 3rd or 4th years playing together, and Nurkic just signed a new deal, so he's with them for another 4 years. So their chemistry is there, so they all know how to play with each other at an efficient rate. And then my second reason was their depth, and that's going to help them a lot, as it helps have a very good starting lineup, which they do. They have a pretty good starting lineup, and they have a good big 3 to build around. but I mean, their depth is also going to help them out a lot, as I mean, to have people like Seth Curry, he can get hot and give you about 10 points a game. Nick Stauskas, he can score a little bit. And then you have players like Evan Turner. Those are going to be like your hustle 3-and-D type players. I don't actually know if he can shoot a 3. I don't know. Then Zach Collins, obviously a center. He can spread the floor when he's in the game. Their bench adds something to the game whenever they are in, and they can really work around them. And then also their three-point shooting. I mean, as we've seen, you have to be able to shoot the 3 ball to have success in this league, and that is pretty much what they have. As I mean, look at it. Pelicans can shoot the 3. Houston shoots the 3 unbelievably well. Obviously, Golden State. There's other teams that also shoot the 3 very well, and they also have pretty good like things. I mean, Cavaliers, they were one of the probably worst defensive teams in the league last year, but one of the best offensive teams in the league last year. But I mean, one thing they did, I think they, for a while, they like lived or died by the 3-point line, and look at them, they made it to the NBA Finals. Given they did have LeBron James, the best player in the league, they still lived and died by a 3-point line and had like pretty much nothing but shooters. Like, when you look at their lineup, they really didn't have many like things but shooters. Kyle Korver, J.R. Smith, Kevin Love. Who else do they have? I know they had other people, Jordan Clarkson, Rodney Hood. LeBron James is even kind of shooter, but he can do everything, obviously. But I mean, their entire team was pretty much shooters except for LeBron and obviously their big man like Tristan Thompson. They put shooters around LeBron, and that's how they made it to the NBA Finals. I mean, they did what gives other teams success, which is shooting the 3-pointer, and they gave them good 3-point shooters, and then boom. I mean, obviously J.R. Smith, debatable if he's a good 3-point shooter, but he is. I mean, obviously the MVP of the finals last year, but I think still you need to be able to shoot a 3-pointer to win in this league, and I think the Portland Trailblazers can definitely do that. So, I mean, with all that considered, I do think that they could be a semi-scary team next year. Do I think they can make it to the finals? Like CJ McCollum said in his podcast with Kevin Durant, no. It's just no. They're in the Western Conference. The Warriors have DeMarcus Cousins and Kevin Durant and stuff. Yeah, no. The Warriors are winning the finals. But I think they could definitely make it probably to the second, maybe third round if they're pushing it, if they're really playing good basketball. But I would definitely think they're going to bounce back from the sweep they had. I think that was kind of a fluky type thing, and I'm a Pelicans fan. I think that was kind of a fluky thing. I don't think they're going to get swept in the first round. I think they're actually probably going to go somewhere like the second round next year. But I want to hear your thoughts and opinions below. Do you think they could be a scary team next year? Or do you think they're going to be a bust? Do you think they're going to flop? I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions below. And if you did like the video at any point, hit the like button and subscribe button. It would literally mean the entire world to me. Thank y'all so much for all the support y'all been showing. I mean, literally, it's been not even a week since we hit 300 subs. We are 8 subs away from hitting 400 subs. Thank y'all so much. Y'all been showing so much support on the video, and I just can't thank y'all enough. And I mean, if y'all do think I was kind of like lacking energy, I'm recording this at like 4:30 in the morning. So that could be a thing. But I mean, obviously, I still think this is a good video. That's why I'm going to upload it. Thank y'all so much. Like I said, I can't thank y'all enough for the support. I sound like a broken record, but every time I say thank you, and I don't want y'all to think I'm just saying thank you to be like, yeah, like, no, I genuinely mean thank. I can't thank y'all enough. Like, I'm almost at 400 subscribers. That's a lot of people. That's literally 104 times. Yeah, I can do math. 4 times 100 equals 4. Anyway, I'm good. I'm ranting off a little bit. But like I said, I mean, just thank y'all so much. So if y'all, I want y'all to have a blessed day, because I had a blessed day. So y'all need to have a blessed day. See you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye. Boo.